Rockstar's brand new GTA Online weekly update just went live this morning, and we have lots of different changes when it comes to rare and removed vehicles, some incredible money bonuses we're going to be discussing, some discounts, returning limited time game modes, and more. But today on the show, we're going to be going over all of the most major changes that you can expect, that you can enjoy this week, and more. Like I said, with the rare and removed vehicles, we have some good opportunities. One of them you could see behind me right here, so we're going to be talking about this vehicle and many more, about where you can buy them, their prices, customization, review the vehicles, all of that stuff. So welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, and let's jump in. When it comes to our money bonuses, we do have triple money and RP on the community series jobs, which dropped in game this week, and the double down adversary mode, which actually returns to the game for a limited time this week as well. That's going to be double money. But the more important money bonuses, and the reason for me being on my agency computer, is the data leaks, which is the Dr. Dre VIP contract. The finale mission, after you go through, of course, the first two times, or the first time when you do the first two missions that you only need to replay once or start once on your first playthrough, and then you go through all the different types of leaks and the 3 missions in each segment, and then you have the 2 finale missions. Well, the data leaks finale, where you get paid the $1 million with the Dr. Dre contract, that's double money and double RP for this week. So $2 million if you complete that, and you could do that basically in an hour and 20 minutes, even maybe cut it down to an hour 15, maybe. I've done it in like an hour 20, but with the unskippable cutscenes, you can't get it super close to like that flat hour or something, unfortunately. I think for most players, probably do an hour 20, hour and a half once you get quick with it. And then the security contracts that you can do also at the agency are paying out double money and double RP. So instead of the usual $35,000 to $70,000 payout, you're making anywhere from $70,000 to like up to $140,000. You have professional difficulty, which is the lowest difficulty, and all these security contracts I have right now are on professional difficulty. But then there's specialist and specialist plus. Specialist plus pays out the most. I'm gonna have a money guide on all this here on my channel coming up tomorrow, so make sure you tune into that. But just to talk about it in this video, these are excellent money bonuses. When in terms of weeks that players should be grinding the game, this is one of them. I know a lot of players want like 500 times money on Cayo Perico. It's just never going to happen. The Dr. Dre contract being double money, though, is one of the best money-making events for the year. Last time we had this was last June, so we only get it about once a year. So you definitely want to take advantage if you've been waiting for a week like this. Alright, now let's talk about discounts for this weekly update, because we do have 30% off all agency properties, upgrades, and modifications. But unlike most properties in the game where you go on Maze Bank foreclosures, the agency is not found here because it is considered more of like an executive office. So you need to go to Dynasty 8 Executive Realty, the same website where you would purchase your normal CEO office. Well, that's where the agencies are showcased here, and you can see a group of them are here. A lot of players go for the Rockford Hills location, or Vespucci Canals, or even Little Seoul. I think that's the cheapest one, right? But at 30% off, all these are worth it. I just go with the Hawick location. I like this one the best. Also, all my other businesses are here, so I prefer just having all my businesses in a cluster right here. But either way, the agency properties, upgrades, and modifications are 30% off. If you get the vehicle workshop at your agency as well, you can actually, of course, get the Amani Tech upgrades on your cars. Those are 30% off this week. You're gonna need the agency if you want to do the Dr. Dre contract on bonus this week. Plus, if you want to do security contracts, payphone hits the wall safe. The agency is a fantastic business, and I do have an agency guide for how to run the business, how to buy it, how to set it up, all the best tips, practices, and more. So definitely check out that video here on my channel. I only uploaded it a couple weeks ago, so you don't need to scroll down super far. Let's check out the other vehicle discounts, because we have some good opportunities. So the Anus Jubilee is going to be 30% off. You can get this for $866,000. After that, the Anus Paragon S is 30% off. You can get this for $1.4 million. The Grati Italy GTO Stinger TT, $1.666 million, 30% off. The Tundra Panther, $1.519 million, 30% off. The Classic Broadway, $647,500, also 30% off. The Anus 300R, you can get it for just under $1.5 million for 30% off. Lots of vehicles from the Drug Wars update, Mercenaries, of course, everyone loved that update, right? Wrong. And then bottom dollar bounties, as well as the contract. But there's also some options on Southern San Andreas super autos, like the Volcar Warner HKR for 30% off. You can get this for $661,000. The BF Club, which is I think the fastest compact car in the game, for $896,000 to 30% off. We have the Dinka Sugoi for 30% off. You can get this for $856,000 or $642,000 with the trade price. The DeClassy Granger 3600 LX you can get for $1,050,000, of course at 30% off. And then the Karen Everin, definitely worth a purchase. You can get it for just over $1 million or $775,000 with the trade price this week. This week at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport and this in-game vendor and car dealership for the week, we have some great opportunities to pick up some cars that we haven't seen in a while, and so who knows when they're going to be back again. So I'd recommend that you don't miss out and take advantage of some of them. So let's just go left to right here. This is the Dubachi 770. This is a sports car in the game, got a really high top speed. It actually is a 6-speed sports car instead of 5-speed like a lot of them are in this game for some reason, so that is going to give you a little bit of an edge, but it is heavier than the average sports car. It's rear-wheel drive as well, so that's going to limit your acceleration as well as your traction, but it's inspired by that beautiful Aston Martin 177, so you get a nice blend of performance, luxury, pretty interesting color here as well. This is sort of like that Vice City Mamba's sports team like teal. Let's just see how much it costs. $695,000, I believe. Yep, and it's just a great car. It's one of the ones you definitely want to pick up this week because it is rare removed, featured back for limited time. The Pegassi Vaca. This is definitely like the OG out of all of these, or I guess besides the Jester, which we're going to talk about, but the Vaca is definitely another one you want to pick up. This one only is going to cost you $259,240. You get so much value with this Lamborghini. It's super well-rounded. You get ultra-fast acceleration, really precise handling. It's ideal for maneuvering through and in and around traffic, taking super sharp corners, things like that. You get a little bit of wheel spin, but I think it makes up for it. Just one, being super stylish, overall being well-rounded, got nice durability, and it's just a good choice for players in this game. Next, we'll move on here. This is the Vapid Click. It's okay. It's a muscle car with its roots dating back to the 1950s, but even though it is a 50s vehicle, don't think it's slow. It actually has pretty impressive speed, and it's not going to be like a top competitor in the muscle cars class. It's not going to lead it by a long shot, but it's got a very nice and unique driving feel. I would say mid-range performance, middle-of-the-road performance. Overall, it is a worthwhile addition for someone who likes style as well as enjoyable handling with a vehicle, and the cost of this vehicle is $933,510. Then moving on, we have the Dubachi Rapid GT Classic, which if you customize this vehicle, it can look incredible. It's modeled after the 1972 to 1989 Aston Martin V8 series. With this car, you get decent handling, sharp turning capabilities. It's going to struggle with oversteered high speeds. It's got below average braking as well, in my opinion. It's not going to be the absolute most customizable car in the entire game, but I think it's got really good customization options for what's available. Nice classic design. And like I said, it's just really eye-catching. I think this is another car that you should pick up, especially for the price tag of $910,000. It's a sleek-looking vehicle. And then we wrap up with that Dinka Jester, inspired by the Honda and Acura NSX, you know, the 2015 one specifically, I think. The Jester is a sports car in this game with, again, good speed, agile handling, good enough performance, got great performance if you're driving in the rain, and since, of course, GTA 6 won't be out this year anyway, we're going to have another Christmas event, so use this car in the snow this upcoming year, this upcoming Christmas, and it's ideal for challenging weather conditions like the rain, but also the snow as well. And it maintains really good durability if you crash. So like, while I recommend you put armor upgrades on every single car in the game, you don't technically need it on this vehicle just for like the crash deformation purposes, if you get what I'm saying here. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? $240,000 price tag with this car. When it comes to the LS Car Me test drive vehicles for the week, we have an interesting selection here. I'd say nothing's absolutely you must purchase or anything super top tier, but let's start off in the middle with the Landstalker XL. I think that's my favorite choice out of all these because it's a super robust SUV, kind of based on that Lincoln Navigator, but also kind of got some Chevy, I guess like suburban elements to it, not the Tahoe because it is just like the longer back. I mean, there's no 3 rows, but either way, you get the point of what I'm saying. It's a longer SUV. You get moderate performance with this thing. Actually, really good off-road capability, funny enough. Got good damage resilience, and the best part about it is it's very agile. It's got a super small and tight turning radius, so it's very maneuverable. It's not a boat like the Granger 3600 LX, despite it being probably taller and a little bit longer of a vehicle. Definitely worth it, despite, you know, the fact that this car is massive. $1,220,000 price tag. Next up, the Volcar Warner. This car actually has really good speed as well as acceleration. It's in the sedans class. You do need to carefully drive it because it's got a lot of torque. That's going to lead to you spinning out. It's responsive, it's quick to stop, it's lightweight, got really good brakes like I was saying. The only downsides is it's got really poor crash deformation. Durability is a major concern even with armor upgrades. Not super expensive though. You can get it for $120,000 and I think there's a lot of value there. And then the worst purchase is this Coil Brawler. I kind of like the way this thing looks in a way. I don't like love the styling, but I just love the suspension setup it's got and everything. It's inspired by the Local Motors Rally Fighter. Funny enough, someone at my old apartment complex actually had one of these. It is one of the fastest off-road vehicles in GTA Online, but I would not recommend you buy it because it's got super poor handling, got awful braking, and limited customization. It's not a desirable choice at all. It can just go fast in a straight line if you're driving on the dirt trails or something like that. And with the price tag of $715,000, it definitely isn't worth your money. Please stay far away from this vehicle unless you just want it and just to put it in your garage. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, our Lucky Wheel podium vehicle is this Vapid Ratel, which is pretty sweet. I mean, it's not super fast, of course. This is one of the sell vehicles that you'll use in the hangar, and it's kind of funny to see it as the podium vehicle. In real life, these are like crazy, super fast, wildly turbocharged, not even like trophy trucks, I guess. I mean, they're sort of like trophy trucks, but they're more of like sand dune trophy trucks rather than just like desert racers. But these things are wild. I mean, look at the shocks, look at the coils, look at the crazy suspension travel you have. These are the most insane things. And so in this game, they're not like as good as they would be IRL, but nonetheless, it would be fun to win. And so we're just going to spin the lucky wheel and try and unlock one of them this week. So let's just access the lucky wheel, go on, spin that, and see if we can get lucky. I always try Thursdays as well as Tuesdays in my weekly update reminders. Is this week going to be any different? I've been striking out for a few months in a row now. Looks like today we're going to be very close. We're just going to be one off. Oh, the tease. 15,000 RP. Don't forget about your visitor chips either. Here at the LS Car Meet, your prize ride for the week is the beautiful Invitero Coquette D10 with this really fun, funky livery we got going on here. It's a pretty good vehicle. It's quick, got good acceleration, customization options are fantastic. And overall, to win it, it's actually very easy as well. The prize ride challenge for this week is just placing top 5 in LS Car Meet Series races for 4 days in a row. So maybe it's a big requirement of just logging into the game 4 days in a row to get this challenge done, but very forgiving and generous at only placing top 5 instead of needing to win or top 3 or something like that. Definitely worth trying to unlock, especially when you can get this car for $0. At the salvage yard, you can enjoy the following vehicle robberies. Of course, our standard range vehicle for the week is this Vapid Cara 4x4, which is amazing. It's featured in the Gangbanger robbery. Next up, the Albany VSTR is this week's mid-range vehicle featured in the Duggan robbery. And then we wrap up with the Vicer Neo top range vehicle featured in the Podium robbery. This time, it's not claimable. It usually is. You know, we've had it, I think, 3 or 4 times as a claimable vehicle at this point. Why not go for a 4th or 5th time, right? But that's just not the case this week. None of these are going to be claimable. When it comes to the location of the gun van this week, if you guys are watching on Thursday, May the 8th of 2025, you can see we're out here at the Grand Sonora Desert. So this is the location on the map. And when it comes to the gun van stock and selection for the week, we have some excellent opportunities. So let's just go through everything. The stun guns featured, the tactical SMG, the service carbine, the compact grenade launcher, the RPG, and the pipe wrench. Now, the stun gun is going to be 30% off for all players in the game, including all throwables in the game, so definitely stock up on those Molotovs, grenades, all that stuff you need. That's going to be 30% off. The armor from the gun van as well is also going to be 30% off. I'm still going to grab my armor from the agency because I can spawn right there and grab it at the weapons workshop and the armory, but nonetheless, if you go to the gun van, you could save some money. And then, of course, when we get into the TAC SMG, this isn't on discount, but it's a gun van exclusive weapon, so definitely pick it up. Service carbine, you can collect 5 weapon parts around the map to build the service carbine, but again, I just recommend you get it here from the gun van. It's a super good weapon. It's worth it at full price anyway, but it is 40% off if you are a GTA Plus member. And then for everyone else as well, the RPG as well as this compact grenade launcher, both of these are free this week. So if you haven't picked them up already, definitely make sure you pick them up. We're going to be wrapping everything up right here. That's it for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching this video here on the channel today. Drop a like if you guys did go on to enjoy it, or if you just found the information helpful. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new and you want to see more GTA Online content like this. Also check me out on places outside of YouTube, like Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter. I live stream frequently over on Twitch, twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv. Also check out my YouTube shorts and TikToks for short form, rapid fire GTA Online tips, tricks, news, updates, guides, tutorials, all that type of stuff in short form if you don't like the long form videos. And one last thing, tomorrow will be my money guide discussing, how to make money with the Dr. Dre contract and security contracts in detail, my best tips, strategies, ways to approach it, how to have fun playing GTA Online using these bonuses and more. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. Adios, amigos.